brain is really one of the final frontiers. There's a lot that we still don't know, and there's a lot that we need to investigate. There's a lot of neurological disorders affect approximately a third of the population.
The Department of Neuroscience is incredibly important because it will allow us to, for the first time, develop new treatments for brain diseases which currently are untreatable. So Monash University and the Alfred Hospital have both recognised that investment in neuroscience, clinical care and research was lagging behind other areas, and so have put a really major investment both into the infrastructure but also the personnel, which has allowed us to recruit over 140 researchers and clinicians already in the last 9 months since the department's been established.
Collaboration is really important. That's how we're going to answer the big questions.
Many questions require multidisciplinary input. More and more what we do, we're learning from other disciplines.
In addition to that, there's opportunities for mentoring, but at the same time being mentored. For example, I have this year 7 of my own students that are working in various neurological diseases and various research projects. It essentially passes on the information from one generation to another with the hope that we can make a difference.
AMRET is a fantastic location for the Department of Neuroscience because it allows us to go all the way from basic science through to patient care.
And we feel as a neuroscience group for coming to this environment gives us really a tremendous opportunity and potential to explore new projects that we have not been able to do before.
The co-location of the Alfred Hospital with Monash University and also the surrounding research institutes like Baker and Burnett and Nucleus Network really provides a unique environment for translational research that actually benefits patients.
It's really about translating the work that we're doing here from the bench to the bedside for better outcomes for patients.
And if we have the patients in the hospital in terms of proximity, the samples are only being transported to a location which is within meters essentially.
Our research is all patient-centred, everything from the clinical research through to the basic science research, and that's because what we fundamentally are is doctors who want to look at better ways to treat our patients.
For myself as a neurologist, one of the reasons I do science is because of the patient. So my science has to be patient-centered, and the neurology or the clinical work, it has to be patient-centered, because ultimately that's how I see my aim of being here.
The new Department of Neuroscience will have absolutely state-of-the-art technology across a number of areas. First, there'll be the purpose-built neuroscience laboratories. We also have the most advanced preclinical imaging facility in the country with the most powerful MRI scanners, PET scanners, other types of scanners that allow us to look at brain structure and function with a detail that never was possible before.
We can look at structural imaging, functional imaging. It really opens up a whole lot of areas of research to us.
The new tools give us the opportunity to do things that we're not able to do either more effectively or more efficiently.
The ultimate game of the imaging we do here is translating that into the clinical setting to use it in the clinical population. And we can also take these techniques that we've developed and bring them back here and refine them.
In addition, we have an early phase clinical trials unit which allows us in a specialty environment to test novel therapies in patients with neurological diseases in an environment where they can be closely monitored for their effect and also for their safety.
We are ambitious. We are looking for breakthroughs for our patients who have been desperately asking us for better treatment for their epilepsy. 1/3 of patients are still not responding to therapy. They still have seizures that are resistant to multiple current treatments, and they're desperate for breakthroughs, and we will work tirelessly to bring the breakthroughs to benefit them.